three charts with my default template. So I got US 30 on the left, NAS in the middle, and SP 500 on the right. I don't trade SP 500 on MT4, but it's just to show direction. So what I can see is like on US 30, I'm looking for buy only. On NAS, I'm looking for buy only. On SP 500, I'm looking for buy only. So that's my direction. I put them on 15 minutes. And then after this, I can go back to my Ninja Trader. And then I got here my Ninja Trader platform. Now, what I have here, I have like a ribbon that are basically a bunch of moving averages. And why do I like them? If they are close together, there's not a lot of momentum. And when they expand, it basically means that the momentum is increasing. I already defined, I'm looking for buy. So basically then what I can do, I wait for a fractal, the yellow triangle. And above the last fractal, I can just right click and place a buy stop on the fractal. So if price breaks a new high, it will put me automatically in the trade. I got a tool here, break even, no trailing. So it will just put me in break even if price reaches a certain amount of pips, and then I'll just trail manually. I've tried this on the 1 minute. So if I go to 1 minute, but you see there's a lot of noise and not so much clear direction. 5 minutes is a little bit on the slow side for me. So I thought 3 minutes is like a nice of in between. And what you also see, like if red is at the bottom, we're okay. If red is on the top, we're looking for sales, but I'm only looking for buy now. So red is on the bottom, yellow is on top. And then, so I can wait for fractals, or I can just put a pending order on the high on the most recent high and just wait for the breakout, and then I'll trail from there. And that's basically how I do this. And I use like micros on the funded account and normal lots on the, how do you call them? Challenge accounts. That's basically it. And I have them all three here, but you can click on here because you can expand those. Because you just need to have access to these two buttons, basically, because you work with pending orders. So you just can wait. So now I got this order is not triggered, and I move it a little bit here. I got a tool here, so I see my loss like 18 euros, so nothing to worry about. And I just can trail it slowly. And how should we say that? Because you have like a moving stop loss, but that's not really a problem if you trade small. That's only a problem if you trade with big lots. So because with big lots, if you have like $12 per pip and you trade 8 lots, so that's like that's 100 a pip. So if you then move like 10 pips here, that's 1,000. And if it pulls back, then it reduces your gap to your player room for drawdown with 1,000. But now you're talking tens of dollars, so that's not really an issue. So therefore, I like to trade smaller lots. I also have time to be on my chart. So that's basically it. Someone wants to ask something, feel free to hop in, unmute and ask. That's no problem at all. Or if you want to show me something, that's all perfectly fine.
Yeah, so yeah, thanks for this. It's really helpful. Would you be able to share your Ninja templates in the Facebook chat? Your settings, etc. Take some screenshots for us. That would be ideal.
I'm not sure where they are stored on my PC, but I can have a look at them. So yeah, I made templates for this. Somehow I'm still struggling that if I start it up, that I get the set. So every time I have to make this layout, somehow it doesn't store yet. But I got the templates for this, and I can share them in the chat. There's absolutely no problem.
No, many thanks for that. And with regards to your Forex setup, would we be able to reach out to individually to maybe talk to you about how we get this as well? Because
it's just a bunch of free indicators and a template. I can put them in the chat as well. There's nothing. The only thing you won't get is this top left risk manager, because that's a paid version, but the rest is all free tools, so that I can just share in the chat as well.
That's really appreciated. It's really helpful. So thank you so much.
And I have a video about how I trade this, so I can drop the link in the chat as well, so you can have a look, because I got many questions about that, so I didn't have to explain it every time, so I just made a video for it. So I'll drop the link there as well then. But basically how I trade the Forex is just like, I got 3 moving average. I want to be them on top of each other. So red is like 250 and 20, something like that. And then basically what you do, you want to have an uptrend. Then you wait for the half trend indicator to change from red to blue. And there is a pop-up if it changed from red to blue. And then you check, is there room for a trade? Or is there a support or resistance zone above? And if you don't see the zone, I trade this on normally on, if I trade the Forex, I trade indices on 5 and the pair and the Forex pairs on 15. Then I just go up in time frame, because sometimes you see like on a higher time frame, there might be support or resistance zone. Like here, now you see where we are on the 4 hour. So I always want to know where's the next zone. And if I don't see it, I just go up in time till I know where it is, to see if it's reasonable to take a trade or not.
And what indicator are your arrows?
The red and blue arrows here, they're just on the half trend indicator. And there are arrows from these zones, and there is arrows from this indicator, but I basically only use the red and blue shift, and the rest is just for confirmation. But you can remove them as well, I think, from the boxes. Indicator list, and then you have like supply demand pro edit. Yeah, you can remove the arrows here in the indicator as well if you don't want to have them. But I'm just a little bit a lazy trader, basically.
Thank you.
So yeah, let's go back to. So yeah, now it's like market is open, and at least New York is open. So do you see what's happening now? And wait, but I think like the rainbow or arrow thing, what it's called, moving average ribbon, it gives a nice direction of trend. So then you always know, like, I want to buy above or sell below. And then on the higher time frame, you make your direction clear. And if you are in doubt, you always can put in like here and then drawing tools. And then there's something, what is it? What was it? Text. And then you can just add the comments like buy only as a reference, or you draw here. Oh, not sure now it's happening. Something got wrong here. So yeah, and then you just wait, and especially if you trade like smaller lot sizes, it is you have time to trail and there's no stress, and you can do like 500 in a few minutes, but it's just not something that fits with me. So therefore, I just do it slowly and go from there. I mean, you could annotate. Do you still see my screen? Yeah, I could expect some bounce off, because here we are in this zone for the SP 500. And also on US 30, we also did see that we are like in a zone based off the high from August, so you can expect some resistance or pullback. Although, if you go to the higher time frames, I still would expect to go up at least to another 500 points before we really turn around. So just have to wait how it settles and then go from there. But that, yeah, it's not. I like to do it easy. I mean, you don't need to. You can make it very complicated, but a lot of indicators just show the same things, but just in a different way. And then it looks complicated and interesting, but I think simple is also good. It's easier.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that, Rainier. There's so many different indicators out there, and they tell you the same thing. But,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you got momentum or you got direction, and they just call them different, show different. They use different data.
Yeah.
But in the end, that's the two options that they are.
Yeah, yeah. And the more I'm in this industry, I mean, I've been in it, 7 years now, and everyone keeps on calling the same indicator a different name and renaming it, and it's quite funny. But yeah, price action is definitely where it's at, and indicators, like what I always say, they are definitely like an indication of where price is and where it could be and where it could go.
Yeah, but it's like it gives you a direction, but the indicator should not be like, okay, now I should buy, now I should sell, because nothing beats the human eye in here. And
definitely. Yeah, I remember when I first started trading, and my whole screen was just all indicators. And yeah, now, like oh no, but thank you so much for getting on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, and this is really like, you have here the zone is already set up, and then you got like a double or a double bottom rejection. This one changed from red to blue. You got the green arrow. The big green arrows come from the indicator on the bottom left. That's basically looking at 10 indicators like RSI, MACD, stochastics, and if they are aligned for buy or sell, it will change the values here. So, and it will draw the green arrow if it's like 100% green at the close of the candle.
Beautiful.
So you see here, like you got blue to red to blue, you got the green arrow, you got rejection of the zone. It's just you hop in, and it's like I don't know, it's like a 1 to 5 in a couple of hours, basically.
Yeah, beautiful.
And that is easy trading. You don't have to worry. You don't have to stress, especially if you don't risk too much. It's yeah.
That's one of the biggest things I've had to learn, is like just not risk too much.
If you get nervous, you risk too much.
Yeah. And taking partials is one thing I've had to really implement in my trading, so that I'm happy, and then just move my stop loss and let it go. And then if I'm awake and the market's moving, then add another position. But
like on indices, I have like 1,000 of this one. Also moves automatic to break even, so it's like 1,000 points per pips, whatever, for indices. And on like Forex, I use only 10 to break even, and because then you don't lose anything, and after that, time will bring the profits. So that's basically what I do and how I do it, and I will share what. Oh, that's the button. So I will share the template, like the indicators. It's like the 3 moving average everybody has. The trade confirmer, that's the one on the bottom left. Supply demand pro, that are the boxes, and half trend buy sell indicator is the red and blue line. And in my template, only the red and blue line transfer should give the pop-up. And if I mistakenly, then you always can enable them or disable them. Like Supply Demand Pro, I only want the boxes. I don't trade the arrows on there. So I use for that the half trend, as it's a little bit more stable, basically. Doesn't pop up too early. And for take profits, what you can do, like as long as the green, the orange, and the red are in the same sequence going up, you can keep it in the trade. And if you see like the green is flattening out, you can close out or take partials, or you move your stop loss closer. Or if you see the half trend changing from blue to red, then you move your stop loss nearby, as it might be a pullback. Or if you are right or doing okay in the week or month, then you just can let it go and see what's happening.
I think looking to the left as well and just seeing if there's any turnarounds.
Yeah, like here you see like the approach here, this red zone. So then you come here, then you just get out and make there always new opportunities to trade. So you don't have to be in the trade and hope for the best. I mean, nothing wrong with taking profits.
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And it's so simple, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it does have to be complicated. I mean, the only thing is like you have to switch time frames if you don't see the next zone. But that's basically the only thing that's complicated, and the rest you can always do from your one chart.
Yeah.
You have your charts open, and then it just let me see the profiles. So now I'm oops. Not sure what's happening. I'm loading my normal profile. This is like the profile I use for the futures, because then I have the 3 indices on there. But I normally have like all my charts open, because then I get the notifications. And then you have them on 15 minutes, and you're just in the room and you hear a pling, and then you check if there's something happening. So you don't have to be glued all day. Not sure how we are doing with Zoom. But I don't see the time here, but not sure why it's freezing, but yeah. But that's basically what I do and how I do it, and yeah, there's not very simple. There's not much to say about it. I mean, you don't need 20 hours of study how to use this.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and always appreciated you like sharing that in the in BFTS group as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes I love it. I love the zones.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So like basically now you get the notification Euro AUD half trend up. So then you go to Euro AUD. I see half trend is up, but the lines are flat and the sequence is wrong. So you just stay out. You just wait for the next alarm.
Okay. And you're in the 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah. Pound CHF. Look, you see I got the red, the orange, and the green are in the right sequence. We are off from a zone. And then the only thing I'm measuring my stop loss. It's 20 pips. I sell. I'm good to go. I disable the marking in my chart. So let me see. Tools, options, show trades. Okay, there we go. Then take profit. I can just do something like that, and then let's go.
Okay. Beautiful. So okay, so you got that on the 15 minute. All right.
Yeah. It's more relaxed, and the trend is more stable than on 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is awesome.
And 1 hour gets really slow. I mean, then you get so limited setups, basically.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes is a weird time frame. I think I don't know anybody who uses 30 minutes, so it's better to use something that somebody else is also using.
Yeah. I'm blocked from unmuting.
So then you
Oh.
got like EuroCAD, you can have a look. Like it's all flat and it's in a downtrend as well. I mean, see, like you're in a strong downtrend, so I would not buy that quick. Even if it turns
No.
around here, we have zones above there, so there's no room for really for a trade. So then just stay out. There are more opportunities. You don't make money by a lot of trades, you make money by good trades.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah. I mean, I think people overcomplicate it and therefore don't get the results they want.
Yeah. Like I've got the SBA system, but I must admit that I do go back to like just a plain chart because you know, in all my videos that I talk about, I always say I can't handle indicators and I just need to actually see the price moving on a chart. But yeah, but I always have the zones, like the supply and demand indicator on, and I just that it gels with me. And just what you're saying, just to keep everything simple as well.
Yeah, and don't mix up like I like to trade trend continuations. I have done both, but I think, I mean, wrong direction. I mean, you hop in and you ride a trend, and it doesn't really matter where you enter as long as you trade with a trend.
Yeah.
I mean, I can enter here. I can enter here. I can enter here. Oops, it will get to, and I only need 10 pips to break even, so you almost always get them.
Yeah.
And then after the break even, we'll see what it brings, but then there's no worries anymore.
Yeah. And I'm noticing as well, like I'm now looking at the market even more so going, well, where's it heading? It's going to another supply or another demand zone. And I look at the 4 hour and I go, oh, it's actually going down there. It's going up there. And it's giving me more confidence to put in a trade. Like even if I get in late. Like
but what is late? I mean, if you are in late, you miss 10 pips. If you exit early, you can miss 200 pips.
Yeah. And that's been a huge thing for me because I'm like, I've got to get in, really early. And you've always said, don't be so quick. Just, it's better to wait until there's a full-on buyer in the market, or the buyers in the market, the sellers in the market, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and then it just flies.
Yeah, and therefore I don't really trade directly from the zones, because then you don't know if it's just a pullback or a reversal. And if you get the half trend really changes, then it's clear which direction it's going.
Yeah. And then you can get on those the LB patterns where it pulls back up, and but thank you so much. You have been a wealth of knowledge to me in my trading, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah. So, but then if you don't mind, I mean, for the people who don't know, I had a heart attack and brain damage, so I'm limited in my energy. So I will just stop here, and then
all right.
I will upload it for the persons who missed it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rainier. We appreciate you.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.